Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Life at ISD, the Fashion Edit. I'm Kavya Shah, your host for the evening and an incoming freshman. I am so glad and excited to have all of you all here today. Joining me are two of my fellow batchmates, Bidipto, who is from Bangalore. He is a celebrity styling in the making who loves drama and baking as well. He aspires to create a multi designer boutique in the future. Secondly, we have Diane from Mumbai. She is very passionate about fashion and loves curating styles on other people. Apart from fashion, she also enjoys cooking and has completed a 4-week short course in London School of Trends. Last but definitely not the least, are amazing alumni, Sakshma Shetty and Marzia Tabai. They are two fashion design graduates who are going to be sharing their journey with us today. While Sakshma is an aspiring fashion designer, Marzia is pursuing fashion styling. I'm so excited to have both of them today. The two of them have started a brand called Double the Drama. So, should I tell you guys a little bit about it? So, Double the Drama encompasses two different individuals who blend in together because of their similar design sensibilities. While Sakshma's aesthetic is clean and powerful, Marzia, on the other hand, has an aesthetic which is fluid but bold. So clearly, it is a perfect mix. And then we have Sarthak Nayak, a product design graduate from the batch of 2020, who is also passionate about fashion photography. He has he has awards in football at the national level and is also an avid traveler. He is also keen in music and poetry. So welcome guys. I'm so happy to have you here today.
Hi everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, Kavya.
Thank you so much for having us here, guys.
So Sakshma and Marzia, both of you all have attended the fashion design discipline at ISD. I think that gives both of you all a good reason for the friendship, right? So let's begin with a story perhaps about your friendship. What say?
So I think I'll start. So Marzia and I met each other for the first time in first year. We've done a couple of dance shows together, fashion shows together, but we were only like friendly with each other. It was only until second year that we chose the same stream, and that's how we had same classes together, and that's how we started chilling together. We used to hang around with each other till like 6 p.m. in college, till like our faculty literally had to throw us out of college. We used to be in the fashion lab studying, working. Most of our time we've spent playing TT. I think there are a lot of friends we can see here, and they can vouch for that. Um, so Marzia and I have also we became so close in the second year. We've taken so many trips together. So ISD has these study academic trips. So we've been to Kerala, we've been to Kutch, where we learned a lot of things. We became closer. We've also, so surprisingly, Marzia and I, we attended our first Lakme Fashion Week together, and 3 years later, both of us interned at the same time at the same season, which is wonderful, I think. And I think Marzia will take over from here now.
Yeah, so as she said, we started getting really close. In our third year, we also had a few classes together. So we realized that we are very compatible. And even though we have such different styles, we still, as Kavya put it rightly, we really fit well together. And even as you all know, we graduated in the pandemic. So our final year was difficult, but we really pushed each other in our thesis year. And we've done multiple projects together. So both of us are not really good with makeup. So there was one project in which both of us were partners, and we were like, let's just be bad together. So we came up with this we actually used that to our advantage, and we didn't do like the actual makeup. We used paint, and we came up with a concept that was really appreciated by our faculty. So we realized that we can actually we actually fit well together, and our thinking is similar.
Now that sounds amazing, doesn't it? Like, I'm so excited now. So Marzi and Sakshma and Sarthak, we all really want to know, all the freshmen want to know, like, how was your life at SD? Like, what went behind the scenes? What all did you guys do? Can you all tell us about that, please?
Yes, okay. So before that, Sakshma, do you want to share like one anecdote, and then I'll show them a video?
Sure. So I think so. This is a very interesting story. Marzi and I were in the second year when we heard that there was a blood donation campaign going around in college, and we were like, okay, let's just do this. So both of us, like after class, rushed to the class, and we donated blood for the first time again together, and we felt so good about it that we made a friendship pact that day. So that was on a Valentine's Day. So we made a pact saying every Valentine's Day, come what may, we're coming to ISD and we're donating blood. So this was 2018, I think. So 2019 happened, and what you'll also need to know is that Marzia and I stayed really far. I stay all the way in Andheri, and she is from Vashi. So coming all the way to college, even though you don't have lectures, was quite a big deal for us. But I think we still came. But it was such a funny story that I wasn't allowed to donate blood because my hemoglobin was low and she couldn't because her BP was high. So many fun things happened. There was so much craziness, but we did not give up. But 2020 COVID happened, and now we're really hoping that next year we can come back to college again and keep some ritual, something alive. And on that note, I think we'd like to show you all a video.
Yeah, to like just give you all a better idea about our 4 years and our journey and our friendship. Just a second. You guys can see my screen? Okay.
Warning. The stunts in this movie were performed by professionals, so for your safety and the protection of those around you, do not attempt any of the stunts you're about to see.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say.
So that's what ISD was for us, the experience about 4 years, but it was a lot more. Like we mentioned in the video, it was not just about making friends, but it was majorly finding ourselves. So I personally was this really shy kid in school. I had a very boring life until ISD happened to me. I found the people I vibed with, I connected with, which helped me grow personally. And also being in that environment, we did so much. We didn't just have our fun, but we were also working together. Like we mentioned about our internships. So there were a lot of internships that we did in the 4 years. So if I'm talking about myself, I started with my first internship being in Grazia. So I knew that I wanted to be a fashion designer, but I wanted to have like a lot of experiences in different streams. So what I did was in the first year, I worked for this magazine called Grazia, where I was in the editorial team. The second year, I worked for this brand called Brand Factory, where I worked as a stylist. And for the third year, I worked as a designer in this streetwear brand called Stray. So I think having a mix of different opportunities really helped me that I could make up my mind after 4 years of what I wanted to do. And that's my experience. I think Marja can take it from here.
Yeah. So, as Sakshima put it rightly, I think I was in the same thought process. I wanted to know a lot more, not only design. And in fact, I always wanted to pursue fashion styling, but I took up fashion designing, and I think that has really helped me. I also did a few fashion design internships, like I worked with Jade by Monica and Karishma. In my first year, I did not even do a uh, fashion internship. I worked with a art auction for an art auction with an art gallery, and it was so much fun. The experience really helped me, and I worked with a few celebrity fashion stylists like Isha Bhansali, Sukriti Grover, and I'm currently working with a fashion stylist called Ruhani Singh. So I think doing internships really help you build on your portfolio and your resume, and yeah, I think you guys should be fine if y'all work and use your free time well.
So you guys have told us about, of course, your life at ISD, and now we've gotten to know how close and tight knit you, the two of y'all, are. But how did Sarthak come into the picture? I mean, like y'all mentioned, he isn't from the fashion design field. So, being in different streams, how did all of y'all come together and build the strong friendship that y'all have today?
So it's quite funny that I'm actually here today right now because as Bulbul ma'am even said that, fashion is the last place where I imagine Sarthak to be a part of. But gladly, fortunately, I'm here. And so how the story began was I met Sakshma in the first year. We were classmates. And since the very first day, we got to be partners for, our daily tasks and assignments. So from there, the friendship grew. And photography for me before coming to SD was all about wildlife and street and other genres. I never thought I would ever touch fashion photography because I was scared of the studio lights and everything. So when Sakshma took up fashion design in the second year, it was obvious that because our friendship grew, it was obvious that I was going to be all doing all her shoots. And then I met Marzia also. We were part of the student council, the first ever student council that SD had. So the three of us sort of became really tight, and our groups also were the same. So we used to hang out a lot. And the good thing was I got exposure. I mean, I got exposed to fashion photography, and I got to learn and really, experience, get a lot of experience without actually wasting somebody else's money or having to pay for other classes or something. So over the course of 4 years, we really helped each other grow. So I got to do a lot of fashion photography because of them. They got to, they got their shoots done because of me. So this give and takes kept happening for 4 years, and somehow it translated into something that we're so proud of right now. So that's a really wonderful experience. So if it weren't for these two, I don't think I would have ever touched fashion photography. So I'm really grateful for these guys.
Thank you, Sarthak. Even I feel the same thing. I think college is all about changing your perspective, right? Experimenting and finding your true self. Another thing that I have found quite interesting is we often think friendship is all about fun and frolic, right? But I think when friends come together and they work together, I think they have a huge potential. They can pretty much change anything and everything. So how did your friendship translate into work?
I couldn't agree more with Dipto. You rightly put it across. So I tell you, so like Marzia mentioned, we graduated in the pandemic. So when we entered the market, it had dropped down. So we had nothing to do but sit at home. And that's when we thought, let's make some use of it. Let's try this content creation market. What's going on? Let's create some video. And we randomly made this one video called the white shirt video, where, like we mentioned, we're both good at dance and fashion. So we thought we'll bring that together. And we posted this video on our individual channels. And we were surprised because it got like some crazy views. We got some great feedback. So we were really motivated. So we made a couple more of them. We made around 4 to 5 videos and it was doing great. So I think that's when Marzia was like, why don't we start a new page together? And I'll be very honest, I wasn't up for it because I was really scared. I didn't know if I wanted to do this for a long time, but I think she really pushed me. Both of us sat together. She was like, let's make a pros and cons list. Let's see where this goes. I don't think there's anything to be worried about. And I'm so grateful that she did, because I don't think I'd do it if it wasn't for her.
Yeah, so as she put it, we actually sat and wrote down pros and cons because she was not very sure. And then when we sat and wrote it down, we were like, obviously the pros are more. And then once we started our page, it really took off, and we were very invested in it. So since we come from a design background, we wanted to use that to our advantage. We just didn't want to put up your trending fashion videos. We wanted to put up something different. We didn't want to use trending music. We wanted to use new music. Even though our views were less because we weren't using trending, we weren't doing something which was very trending. We thought we want to put out some new content out there. We wanted to try and introduce capsule wardrobe fashion and conceptualize videos. We wanted to use like the set, the props, everything. And Sarthak was there. We have such a big team also. We have a very big group of friends who are here watching us right now, and they are all part of DTD. So people started liking our content, and we started getting collaborations at an early stage. Like we collaborated with Soulsto, with Riyasha label, with a clutches brand called Oceana. So I think it really worked out well, and we both are, I think, happy with the decision that we decided to do this.
That sounds exceptional, you guys. So like, what does DTD stand for? Like, what did you guys do there? Like, what goes behind it? Tell us more. Like, do you have any videos? Show us.
So I think instead of asking them, you should ask us who have seen DTD from outside and who know them behind the scenes, behind the curtains, because if you know them as much and as well as we do, you will realize that these guys are really crazy people. It's really, in a funny way, hard to be around them in the same room because they are so full with energy, always up to something and always breaking something. So I think that energy and all that craziness that they carry is actually that is what makes this page so special. And when I read the name Double the Drama, I said, yeah, it justifies. There could not be a better name. And I don't think any other two people would have done as much justice to DTD as much as they do. So, it just fits. You just have to know them behind the scenes to know why that drama came into the name.
And even Double the Drama is not complete without Sarthak, because everything that you see out there, he's the man behind the camera. And I think for you all to get a better idea, I'll show you all a video.
Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 Oh, I want you to have it all. All you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is. If you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses. Go, 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 you can have it all. I told you, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all.
Yeah. So like Marza just mentioned, Sarthak behind the camera. So we have a photographer, we have a videographer, we have somebody for editing. So I know that what you see on Instagram is just the two of us, but it takes a lot of it, a lot of people, a lot of hours, a big team to get what it is. And you all will understand that very soon, I guess. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Well, you guys have really given us an insight on everything about Double the Drama, and it looks like so much fun. And I bet by seeing all of this, a lot of our audience members, and including myself, are going to take a lot of inspiration from this and probably start something of our own too. So thank you for that. So you guys have told us about Double the Drama as of now. So where do you all plan to take it in the future? So what are the future plans for DTD?
Okay, so as we mentioned that we come from a design background, we don't want to just make fashion videos. Like for today a brand, if they want to come up with their design, like their campaign, we want to conceptualize the entire campaign, right? From its styling, the props, the set. We have such an amazing team, photographers, videographers, people who help us edit, and they do an amazing job with it. So we have an amazing team. So why not use that to our advantage? Use our the way ISDI has taught us the entire process of coming up with an idea, with a concept. So I think that is something that we really want to take forward and not just put up Instagram videos. So we want to do a mix of designing, styling, conceptualizing, all of that. We can show you one of our videos that we've really we conceptualized right from scratch. And you all have seen the BTS and what happens in this video, so you all will, I think, appreciate it a little more.
Because we've shot this entire video in like 15 minutes, I think, because it started raining after that and we just couldn't continue for longer.
Yeah.
À ceux qui l'aiment comme une amie, alors sans hésiter, à la vie je dis bonjour, je dis merci à l'amour. Pour éclairer un ciel trop gris, pour cueillir un bout de printemps, il suffit dans la vie, il suffit bien souvent de dire adieu tristesse, bonjour sourire, pour donner de loin un baiser, une caresse déguisée. Il suffit dans l'amour, il suffit tous les jours de dire adieu tristesse, bonjour sourire. J'ai pris l'amour par un baiser, j'ai fait un sourire à la vie.
Yeah, so something like that, like an entire concept, like the setup, we wanted to portray high tea, so the entire mood, the vibe, that is something that we are looking to do with DTD. And I really hope that you guys have got some idea with what we did in BTD and our journey. And it has
Definitely.
been amazing. The 4 years, I think we've got the best set of friends, and your college friends will stay with you all for life. And yeah, and make friends in different streams, because it really helps. All of you all can collaborate, help each other. To till date, when Sarthak gets, like, if someone asks him for models or something for fashion, he turns to us, and when our friends need a photographer, we immediately give Sarthak's reference. So it's always a give and take.
So, like Marzia mentioned, I think friends are your first connections to the industry. So you have to build connections in these industry if you need to go move forward at all. And just remember that have a balance of both. Work hard, enjoy your college life. And I'd also like to add that I know we're big on taking names here and there, but don't be scared. I know all of you all are freshers right now, and it might be a little overwhelming, but I don't think you all have anything to be afraid of right now, because I think we're at the same space now. How y'all are entering into the fashion space in a college, Marzia and I are just entering into the industry as a work opportunity right now. So I think just to work hard again, and I think it'll be great for all of us. Sarthak, would you like to add
And I
something?
feel I feel, I mean, when you go to college, those 4 years, just be as open-minded as possible. I think that's the, I mean, if they hadn't reached out to a product design student, or if I hadn't opened up my arms to, collaborating with fashion design students, I think something like this wouldn't have existed. Or in many other cases, many different streams have come together and collaborated, and made something really beautiful out of it. So if you have that open mind, I think you will start getting perspectives from all different sides, and different stories also. So I think that's what's most important. I mean,
Yeah.
being open.
So I think we've heard a lot about Sakshma, Marzia, and Sarthak. It's time we ask you all some questions, I guess. So Kavya, would you like to start? How has your fashion experience been like?
Definitely. Thank you for that. And thank you for giving us the advice of being open. And, I think we just need a reminder here and there all the time. So I think this was the perfect timing. So my fashion journey. So I was always interested in fashion ever since the third grade, because my Masi's been in this industry for years together. And up until the 10th grade, I always thought I want to become a fashion designer. And then I soon realized that, okay, that's not for me. I cannot come out with collections throughout the year, and that's not my cup of tea. So through my research, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos and everything, I found the world of styling and fell in love with it immediately, even though it sounds pretty cliche. And I started researching more about it and enrolled myself in a short course for 3 months. And it's through that I got different internship opportunities to work for brands at Goa Fashion Week and other sustainable brands. So I slowly built my portfolio, and it was the 2020 summer was when I was supposed to get like proper internships and work experience. And like y'all, of course, for you guys, it was on a larger scale. The pandemic hit and the industry just drew back. So I had nothing. And all my friends have been interested in dance or sports or something like that. So throughout the pandemic, except for shooting a little content at home, I was quite disappointed because I thought I was missing out on opportunities that I could have. Little did I know that in October, I would get one of the biggest projects ever. And my close friend, who's actually here with us today, Biripto, sent me this Instagram story of an influencer saying that she needed a stylist. And I sent her my portfolio, and she told me that she'll get back to me because there were 3-4 people who had already, approached her before. And she saw my portfolio, she liked my work, and she was still not telling me about the brand. And finally, she told me, and she dropped the bomb, that we were going to be working for Marc Jacobs perfume campaign that they had just released. And I was just like, what? Like, it's Marc Jacobs. And I had under 12 hours to put together the look and, create everything. And from there, that was a very eye-opening and a great experience. And from there, I learned that more than styling and all the other things, communication is the most important thing. And I stayed in touch with her. I stayed in touch with all the other photographers and sort of build a community around them. And that's how I got more opportunities for brands like Bulgari, Chopard, and I just continued working along. And so the communication part and being humble and down to earth, because Biditto could have easily not sent it across to me, and because even he wants to enter the styling world. And even though there will be competition down the line, like how you guys look out for each other, I feel like that's very, very important. So that's a little bit about my journey, and I can't wait to take it to a whole new level with this piece.
I think that's absolutely great. Everything you just said, build connections, have your communication, keep your friends closer, look out for everybody because you have to. And I think it was lovely. Pradipta, what do you have to say?
Well, my journey is quite vast. I would like to keep it short. But if you guys want to listen to the entire process behind it, I think Kavya and I have done a podcast together. And I think she could probably drop down the link in the chat box if that's possible, right? So starting with my journey, I think I have been a very confused child growing up. I didn't really know what to do, engineering, medical, no idea at all. But then in the 9th grade, I think my school had given me an opportunity to, style a model for an event. And that's where it all started. Like, I don't come from a family of industry professionals. My parents work in IT, and they would prefer their son work in a same 9 to 5 job, right? But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I also started working with an influencer called Neelu Thapa, and I worked with her as a fashion intern for about a year. I used to curate looks for her, and we had a pretty cool time. And after that, I moved on to another Bombay-based influencer. I'm sure all of you all might know her. Her name is Shireen Lovebag. I worked with Shireen for about 3 to 4 months. And while working with Shireen, I was sourcing a look from this brand called Dotake for her. They do some fab sustainable stuff. Anyway, so the founder of Dotake is Manisha Melwani, and she also happens to be a celebrity stylist. And anyway, our projects were over with Shireen, and I think it was a Tuesday, and we had our English pre-boards. I was writing my English pre-boards from home, of course. I get a call from a random number. I pick up the call, and I, hear Manisha speaking to me. And Manisha required an assistant for a project that she was handling at that point in time. It was, I think, in November, mostly November 2020. Yeah. So I was quite excited, and I asked her casually, who is it for? And then she happened to reveal the name, and it was for none other than Masaba Gupta. My first celebrity styling project was with Masaba herself, and we curated a few looks for her holiday at Maldives. And that's where my celebrity styling journey had started. And ever since then, I have assisted Riya Kapoor multiple times. I have worked with Yami Gautam for multiple ad campaigns, around 4 to 5 of them. I've worked with Neena Ji, I've worked with Pooja Dhingra, and the list goes on. And I think I have sort of explored all avenues of styling, be it editorial or celebrity or commercial, advertisement, or all sorts of opportunities that have come my way. I have pretty much grabbed it. But I think something that I would love to do is movies, and I think ISDI is definitely going to be the place for it. I think they are definitely going to open multiple doors for me. And another thing that I would like to say is I believe in collaboration, not competition. And that's why Kavya and I, in spite of wanting to get into the same industry, work together, no matter for a podcast or probably sharing projects, styling along with each other. I think that's something we really love doing. So that's about me.
That is amazing, and that's because I know how competitive the styling industry is, and it's so amazing that you already have your foot in the industry. And I hope that ISD gives you that the movie break. And I know styling for movies is a completely different ball game, but you have such good experience, so it'll be a lot of fun. And as you said about collaborations, it's it's so true because when if I'm working somewhere and I see something that, oh, there's a stylist required, I immediately give it to Sakshma or vice versa, and with Sarthak. So that's so great. And the end, do you want to tell us about your passions and what do you want to do and something about your interests?
Definitely. First of all, I want to say thank you, Sakshma, Marja, and Sarthak, for being here. It's been amazing, and you guys are doing a fab job. And yeah, so my name is Diane, and for me, fashion started at a very young age. I always wanted to do fashion. It's in my blood. I can't do anything else. Never thought of doing anything else. It was fashion for me. Apart from fashion, I love cooking, so I feel I might even do the cooking thing which is in ISDI, so I might do that too. I have even completed a 4-week short course from London School of Trends and got a certificate for that. And I have even completed the summer school from ISDI, which actually helped me, like it helped me shape a lot to be in ISDI. It helped me understand myself. So it was really fun, and I can't wait to join my freshmen and start this session. I can't wait COVID to get over and like get in. Like you guys have done so much fun. I really want to start with all those. So yeah, it was super fun. Thank you.
I think this has been great. Like, I couldn't even imagine doing so much as much as you guys have done already. You have not even started your journey in college, and you all are all this. That's amazing. Get as much as experience as possible, but also enjoy your college life, because that's going to be something that you'll always remember. Yes, working is super important, but don't miss out on the opportunities or the events you get in college. So, like, I think I was just watching some random movie yesterday. It was like this rom-com movie, and I saw this prom happening, and I was thinking, how did we not attend our prom? I don't know what we were doing. All of us were just chilling in the college. We were playing TT again, and we were like, how did we not attend prom? How that's such an important event, and ISD has that. It has all these beautiful fashion shows, events, dance shows, and I think just grab every opportunity, have your fun, and I think everything is going to be great for you guys.
Yeah, that's true. I think she's put it perfectly. And I know that all this name dropping can be a little too much, but no internship is small, guys. Go for like do everything, whatever you get, at least in college, and just build on your resume and portfolio.
Yes,
And have fun, have a lot of fun.
definitely. I mean, thank you for that. And that I feel like that reminder is so needed, especially right now, because like how we name drop or people post on their social media, and we sometimes feel pressurized and stressed, like, oh my God, we are not doing as much as them, or we can do better. So that reminder, I think we all are going to have to keep on coming back and reminding us till we graduate college. So there are a few questions from the audience now. So we'll are you guys ready to answer
Yes,
them?
let's do this.
The first, yeah. So the first question is, you guys started a social media business, like social media account, which is mainly about fashion and beauty. So how do you all have spoken about how you all created content and all of that. How do you all know that what content is good enough to put out there, and how do you all deal with negativity and stress? Someone else.
Shall I, Marzi? Okay. So I think I'll be honest. So this is not our first career goal. So like how we said, I am into designing and Marja is into styling. So this is something we do apart from our work. So we're not so stressed out about it that, oh my God, we have to post something today, we have to post something tomorrow. We've been lucky that way. And like we said, nobody will ever know what's the right content to put. You have to explore yourself. You will learn throughout the journey. You will know what to post, what is working. Check your views, check the timing your post. So how it's everything is very important. What days you put your post on, what timing you put your post on, all of this matters a lot. And as far as negativity is comes into the picture, we are very grateful that we have not received a single negative feedback or hate or all of that. I think no, that's not happened to us yet, but I think we'll react to that well as
when it comes. Yeah.
but that's something like we'll talk about it for a bit and then we'll forget about it because that's who we are. So we're not going to stress upon that, and I don't think anybody ever should.
Yeah, and as long as you're putting up, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, adding to what Sakshma said, see, no matter how good you are, it's impossible to please everybody. So first remember that no matter how good you are, there's always going to be someone who doesn't have the same taste, who's not going to like what you're putting up. So nobody's forcing those people to follow you or see your content. People who like you are always going to be there with you. So cherish them instead of worrying about the ones who are not liking, because they are free to like somebody else's content, and that is okay. So we should get this out of our heads that, negative comments or something, we should not let them get to us, because then we worry about the wrong side of the audience. We have to cater to our audience, the people who actually support us and like us. So I think if we have this approach, negativity will and should not bother us. Will not and should not bother us. Go ahead, Marzia. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was going to say something similar only. So I think that's great. Perfect.
That's great. So, Sarthak, so tell us something about your journey, like about your photography, like what type of internships did you get? Like, I feel everyone wants to know about that.
So in terms of internships, I don't have much of an experience, but I've done a lot of collaborations and shoots for people outside of college also. Even in college, I've done shoots for our juniors, for my batch also multiple shoots. And outside, so whenever these people have opportunities, so whenever they, not just Sakshma and Marzia, but our other friends also. So maybe in fashion design or fashion communication, whenever they have opportunities and they require a photographer, they reach out to me, and I'm always happy and ready to help. And it helps me also grow, because as I said, I was really scared of using Studio Lights. I still am, but I'm getting better at it. And it's only because I got this exposure, I got this freedom to go out and explore that and get over my fear. So photography journey began with my dad. He's a hobbyist photographer, and all of the equipment I have is his investment. So all of his friends are professional photographers. So because we've been traveling a lot together since my childhood, I learned from them. And I'm really grateful that even though I was a kid who did not know a single thing about camera, my dad didn't stop me from using it. He didn't, you'll break it or you'll spoil the camera. He didn't do that. He let me explore it, let me use it, and let me get comfortable around it. And I think over the years, when I saw his friends, when I saw him, I sort of, picked that up from there. And then I realized this is something I want to do each and every day for the rest of my life. I can shoot and I can edit pictures all day, and I enjoy a lot. Even right now, I'm not at my own place. I'm at a client's house, and we had an entire day full of shoots. So I'm just sitting here at their house only doing this. So yeah.
So you've spoken about fashion and fashion photography and all of that, but as a product design graduate, and probably few people in the audience are interested, like what are you doing as of now?
So for my graduation project, I got a chance to work with Greaves Cotton, and they have a company called Ampere Vehicles. They deal with e-scooters. So I got a chance to design my own scooter for my graduation project, and they liked my work. So they told me that, you're not going anywhere else. We want you full time. So I just completed 1 year there. And because of lockdown, I've just moved back to Mumbai. But as a product designer, currently I'm designing scooters, but my far-fetched goal is to get into sports design and create systems and better environment for sports in India, because I don't like that, that thing we, like all people have this in mind that, sports mein career nahi hai India mein. I want to get that out of everybody's head, and that's my far-fetched goal. So I'm slowly and steadily working towards that.
That's so good. That's so great. So there's one more question, if any one of, I think the graduates would be better to answer this, is how did you all get your first internship? So probably the application process is what they're asking for.
Okay, so my first internship was I got it through college actually. They were looking for like one of the faculty helped us to get in for an art auction. So it was at an art gallery, and it was nothing to do with fashion. It was just like for a week. It was not even an internship, and we were a group of friends who did it together, and it was a very different experience. It was nothing like that I've done before, like selling painting, like auctions of paintings. It was so much fun that I really wanted to experience it. So that I got through college. But otherwise, what we do usually is we build a portfolio and a resume every year. Like we keep putting our projects and keep updating it with better projects. And we apply through emails. And obviously, college helps us a lot with emails and getting industry connect. Yeah, especially because of the pandemic when we graduated in the peak. So it was very difficult for us, but we just kept applying, and making industry connections is very important because sometimes word of mouth also helps. You can always go back to your previous internships. So like, yeah, I think that also really helps.
So adding to that, how to build, because Maria spoke about connections, right? So when you're at SD, you'll see a lot of people keep coming in, a lot of important people from your industry or from the other industry who keep coming in for meetings, guest lectures, and industry connects and all that. So make sure that you speak to them, be it for 5 minutes, like a normal, hi sir, how are you? Really loved your presentation, just 2 minutes. And if you give that a shot, I swear they will remember you when they come in for placements. And them remembering you is very important because out of 200 people, they remember one face. Okay, this guy was warm enough to speak to me. I know this guy. So they'll take interest in your portfolio. So over the 4 years, when you see these people, don't shy away. Don't just be on the last bench, because we have done that and we regret it. So don't be that guy. Go out there, speak to them, and it will be fruitful in the long run. I promise you that.
Well, that's really helpful, like you all said, and I'm sure SD is going to help all of us get all the internships that we want. So do you all want to take a few more questions, or?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we have time. So Diane, do you want to go ahead and?
Yeah, I will. So Marzia, tell me, like, you took up fashion designing, right? So did fashion designing like help you with your styling projects, which you're doing right now? Like, how is that connected? So please tell us.
Yeah, so I get this question a lot because I not take up fashion communication, but I think it really helped me because even styling has like a lot, it doesn't only have celebrity styling, it has editorial as well. So is how they teach you how to come up with a collection, the entire thought process, the concept, the ideation, that really helps in your final styling also. Also how a fabric feels, how it falls on the body, the technical aspects that you learn in designing sometimes really help you on set and on shoots. So I think doing design, I don't regret doing designing at all. I was always sure about styling, but I wanted the whole picture. So that is why I decided to do designing.
Sorry, I just want to step in and say that we're very, I don't know, I think Marzia and I have been so partial to the stream fashion designing. All other streams are great at SD, but nothing beats fashion designing. The mentor, the syllabus, the organization, the people. I think I'd vouch for us, fashion designing any day.
Okay, you started a war here.
Add to that?
Yeah, you started a war here. Right? But see, any field within design will give you an approach, a very different approach. And if you follow that path, you'll succeed. Then you'll succeed in styling, be it any stream within design. But in these 4 years, just hunt for that approach. Look for that different approach, the way of thinking, develop that, because that's what you're here for. Because styling and all these other skills and tools you learn anywhere and outside and in college also. But what's really important is that approach. So just stick to it, and make sure that you find your approach, or you find or you develop your way of thinking, your thought process in these 4 years. That's the most important.
Definitely. So I think we are done with questions. And okay, there's one last. It's a very quick thing. So describe fashion in one word. What does fashion mean to you? So we'll start off with Biritto.
For me, fashion is art. I think I'm all about being all out, avant-garde, haute couture. I think that's what fashion means to me. It's art.
Great. Marzia, what about you?
I think it's for me, it's more like emotion because I'm like emotionally connected to fashion in every way, in every aspect of my life.
Diane.
Definitely comfort. I feel fashion is comfort. You have to be comfortable. You have to be in your own skin. It's the best.
Sakshma, what about you?
I think expression. I express myself through fashion every day, every minute. So I guess, yeah.
Sarthak?
So I'm not a fashion designer. I'm very, very far away from fashion. But from what I understand is fashion is making clothes a part of your personality. So, I mean, that's the simplest way to put the way.
You stole my answer. I was going to say that. I'll just say individualism.
You have 4 years to think about a new one.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I will get back to you 4 years later. So thank you guys so much. And to all the questions that we couldn't answer, we've linked all our Instagram down below. And so have we linked the Double the Drama's Instagram. So go and press the follow button. And we're all here to have conversations with you all after this event and can't wait to meet all of you. So thank you so much to our amazing graduates. I think y'all have given us so much to take away from this session. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for having us, guys.
Thank you for including a product designer in this. Really grateful for that.
And of course, I can't wait to see Biritto and Diane in class, hopefully.
We can't wait to meet. We can't wait.
Physically, not virtually.
Definitely, offline class. So before all of y'all log out, we have 2 very special announcements to make. So just wait for 2 minutes. So on the 2nd of June, the Coventry University, which is a university in the UK, ISDE is going to be having a webinar all about the university, the courses and everything. So all those who are considering going abroad, or even if you all aren't and you just want to have a look, definitely tune in. And it's going to be on 2nd June at 4 p.m. So don't forget to register. And then another exciting thing, this is all for all the freshmen. So sorry if there are any seniors, I don't mean to offend you all, but this is a freshman event. ISDE's Got Talent. I hope all of y'all had attended the first one and could participate. But if y'all can't, the second edition is here and it's going to be even better this time. So there is dance, poetry, singing and stand-up comedy. So all of y'all can participate, and definitely head on to ISDE's Instagram for more details and register soon. So thank you so much, everybody. I really hope you guys enjoyed this session because I did. And thank you so much for spending your Saturday evening with us.